Well guys, just when you thought this year couldn't get any worse for Conor McGregor, it somehow does. Because late last night he announced on X that he's accepted a boxing match with Logan Paul in India, which is just a perfect way to end this dumpster fire of a year for him. Also, kudos to Logan Paul for living up to his family name and waiting until Conor McGregor was way past his prime to fight him in the ring. Sadly enough though, I don't think this news comes as a surprise to anyone at this point. Like for the past year and a half, every time Conor McGregor's name was mentioned in the media, he seemed to be doing something even more disappointing than before. Like it's been pretty obvious that Conor was going down a dark path ever since he punched an NBA mascot in the face, which sent that guy to the ER. Then he followed that up by getting into a scuffle with Machine Gun Kelly over Megan Fox, prompting him to give a hilarious post-fight press conference after the brawl.
I heard about the scuffle you had with Machine Gun Kelly on the carpet.
No scuffle at all. No, I don't know the man. He's always at there's him and Megan to be at the fights. And
What happened?
Absolutely nothing. I don't know. I just showed up and I don't know. I don't even know the guy, to be honest with you.
Just rumors?
Just rumours. Nothing happened with me. I only fight real fighters, people that actually fight, you know what I mean? I certainly don't fight little vanilla white rappers. You know, I don't even know the guy. I don't know anything about him.
But then it just got disturbing and honestly pretty sad. His facial shape completely morphed, and he started acting extremely bizarre in interviews and streams. Like he just couldn't stop twitching, stuttering, and just being a complete mess.
You know, I'm blessed to have entered into the movie alongside him. He was patient with me. He gave me guidance.
His behavior in these moments were actually so concerning to the point that fans began to believe that he had a crippling addiction to cocaine. But then, to make things even worse, he started marketing himself as this crazy Dan Bilzerian type of party guy on his Instagram, where 60% of his posts consisted of him being surrounded by scantily dressed women, none of which were his wife. He also started his own record label, signed Kodak Black, and became a partial owner of the Bare Knuckle Fight Club.
Man, Conor McGregor!
Hey, we're not champions, Christian Maria and Bret Hart, baby. Bare Knuckle World Champions. Not to be with. Not to be with.
Fastest growing sport on the planet.
You hear that? Me neither. No one speaks ill ever of a Bare Knuckle World Champion because you can't, baby. That's how straight. These are the baddest men and women on planet Earth.
But all this flashiness just made him look worse, and it led fans to believe that Conor, along with being addicted to cocaine, was a serial cheater on his wife, who's also the mother of their 37 children. But at the time, these were all just accusations, and there was never really any definitive proof that he was actually a coke addict and a terrible husband. Not until the last few weeks. As all of you may know, he was sued in court by the woman he raped in 2019. But what you may not know is that during this court case, he actually admitted to abusing cocaine while he was on the stand, which effectively made the majority of the internet's allegations true. So after hearing this news, Joe Rogan and his guest completely clowned McGregor and exposed his court details for the world to see.
I don't know if Conor's ever going to fight again.
What's happening with his
I don't know the real details of that case. I know his version of it and her version of it and what played out in the court. But the reality is that guy's partying, and he's partying real hard. And he talked about it in the court case. You know, he's talking about cocaine. Like that was the whole thing, that we're all doing cocaine and we're fucking.
And basically from here, Joe and his guests just absolutely tear McGregor apart, highlighting his bizarre Jake Gyllenhaal interview, which is possibly the most coked up Conor's ever been in front of the camera.
Dude, some of his interviews, you can tell he is out of it.
Allegedly. He seems at least excited.
Dude, have you seen the Jake Gyllenhaal and Conor interview for Roadhouse? And he's just fucking tweaking the whole time.
He seems like he's
and
tweaking.
Jake's just like,
yeah.
I can't imagine he wasn't thinking, what are you doing, dude?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Then Joe attributes Conor's cocaine usage to being hit in the head too many times, comparing him to John Jones, which, might I say, is just the greatest guy to be compared to on the topic of cocaine and harming women.
He likes coke.
Oh, yeah.
But I think there's another issue to talk about, and that is that a lot of fighters, when they've sustained a significant amount of damage over the course of their career, and there's no way to not get that, right? I mean, we've all seen Conor get beat up and knocked out. We've seen Conor's sparring footage. He spars pro boxers. He's sparring elite fighters. You're getting hit in the head a lot. And a lot of fighters, especially towards the end of their career, turn to drugs. And I think there's probably like a constant state of discomfort that they live in, where their dopamine levels are all fucked up, their cortisol levels are all fucked up. Their body's just, you're not supposed to get punched in the head 1,000 times a year. It's just not supposed to happen. And the guy obviously likes extreme things, right? Which is why he's such a great fighter. They're wild people. That's why John Jones liked cocaine too. They're fucking wild people. They want to fight.
Then, for the finale, Joe does his best impression of a coked-up Conor McGregor, which goes to show just how much of a joke they really think Conor is now.
If we were sparring, I wouldn't hit you hard. I'd hit you like that. I wouldn't try to kill you. I'd hit you like that. But that, over and over again, you're going to get brain damage. Yeah. Fact. Yeah. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to get brain damage. And if you're doing that over the course of a 10, 15-year career, think about all those camps, all those rounds, all those times you sparred. And not just sparred that way. How many collisions? You know how many times I've been collided with doing jiu-jitsu? You accidentally butt heads. You accidentally take a knee to the head. You accidentally take an elbow to the head. It's constant. So you've got consistent trauma to your fucking dome over and over and over again. And then you get a little bit of coke, and you're feeling good again. Yeah. I bet, you get addicted to it.
So yeah, guys, as soon as you thought it couldn't get much worse for Conor, Time Person of the Year nominee Joe Rogan does this. And now, after a coke-infused rant on X, he's fighting Logan Paul in India, which will be funded by the richest man in Asia and the 9th richest person in the world, Mukesh Ambani. Sorry if I just butchered that. So yeah, guys, our favorite fighter from 2017 is completely washed up now, and I don't think we'll ever see him in the ring again. But anyways, that's it for the video, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor boxing match. I personally think they'll both be gassed by round 2, and it's just going to be sloppy, probably even worse than the Mike Tyson fight. I also don't understand why Conor's not fighting Jake Paul. But anyways, thanks for watching.
Stand your base. Stand your base. The space is your space, yeah? Go ahead, carry on. There's no one doing it like me. Nobody. I make more dough than a bakery, I do, yeah? Get me out of this table, you mad. Then you can't tell me nothing, right? Conor, take the glasses off. For sure, no problem. Might put down 12 cans on this stream. Cuba! Listen, you misfits ain't never seen nothing like this. 16-ounce gloves, f*** off. Take off the gloves and fight, bitch.